Samara Suomi!
I am so much more nervous than all of you are. I can prove it. I've been watching this whole time. I've been letting all the weed sink in. And I have absolutely no idea what I wrote down. And I found out it's over there. So I'm going to be turning around very awkwardly a lot. Trigger warning. Okay. Today I am going to talk about the history and evolution of witches. And it is a very historically accurate presentation by me, Samara Suomi. Okay, next. Okay, the origin of witches. Wow, okay. The first written account of witches was just a journal entry from a guy in 1541, and it read as followed. It says, "These bitches are acting like straight up witches right now, bro." That was King Henry VIII, everyone. He kind of sucked a little bit. Okay. The origin of witches continued. Witches were super popular from those dates up there that I can't read because I can't see straight. It was the first grunge phase in history, and we're past that. Okay, we're back to it, and we're going past.
I just felt like Jake got really mad at me because I wasn't skipping slides, and now I'm just really overthinking it.
You are, yes. That is a fun picture that I wrote. I wrote the picture. Okay, move on now. Next, please. Okay, the Salem witch trials. They happened in all of the Salems, all right? There's at least 2 of them. One is in Massachusetts and one is in Oregon. There we go, okay? It was one of like 30,000 witch trials, but it's like the only one that matters, you know? Not many people died, but it like matters because it sounds, Salem is a spooky word, okay? And back during the Salem witch trials, there were 16 hot single women that died in your area if you lived in Salem at that time. And if you lived in the Salem area right now, all the hot single women from 1692 to 1693 are all dead now, and especially if they're witches, they're super dead. They were dead before they even knew they were witches. All dead, gone. Next. Okay, here's a brief history of the witch, which I didn't know I wrote it like that. I thought it was the brief history of witches, and that would have been real embarrassing if I read it like that or said it like that. It's very long, actually, now that I'm reading it. Since the beginning of time, there were literally no witches, like none of them. Women were respected a little bit in tribes, kind of, but not really. Did you know women used to get huts that they could bleed in during their periods? Where'd they go? More than ever right now. If I ran for president or head witch, I don't know what my presentation's about, but if I did, I would give period huts to every woman again right now. Okay, thank you. Thank you. After the 1500s and the 1600s, Britain got bored with all that bread and beans, so they came over here, and then they were like, everyone with a pulse and a period should and could be a witch, let's throw rocks at them. And then they did, for so long. They didn't stop throwing rocks, and when they ran out of rocks, they were just like, let's burn them, let's do whatever. If you could do math, big problem, you know? If you were a woman and could do math, too bad. Okay. 1800s to 1900s, girls were kind of like, maybe we were witches, maybe we are powerful, maybe we can wear pants, you know? It's like a weird thing. Like, maybe they could be skinny jeans, let's start bands. It's a wild time for women and witches. And now, 1900s to present day, because this is all in hundreds, witches take over Hollywood. The next slide, please. I'm sweating profusely. Okay, the evolution of witches. Here we go. Move on, please, from this slide. All right. The evolution of witches. Witches have changed in size and stature and stuff. The 1600s, man, they didn't give any fucks. Look at that bitch. Can you see her up there? Dude, look at her. That guy's looking at her like, fuck you. And she's like, I'm about to die. This is chill, okay? She's so over it, ready to die. She cursed everyone yesterday, dude. Guys hated her. She was hot. It's cool. 1700s witch, kind of the same things, but she got more core strength, you know? Look at her. They're poking her with a stick. Great hair, dude. Good hair. It's real good. Okay, 1800s witch finally got their pics taken, dude. Smile. Oh my God, what am I saying? Okay. They wore a lot of moon shit. That's where the moon shit comes in. We still have moons. Okay, they probably played in a... Oh my God, they played a triangle. They played the triangle in a band. They didn't play a triangle. That would be a really dumb instrument if you just stood there. Okay. They wouldn't smile because they're still sick of it. 1900s witch, we're moving on. Move on. Oh my God, stop this. I want this to end. Okay. If you guys are curious on how to find a witch in the present day, step 1, go into a hot topic. Okay? Step 2, look around hot topic, okay? Are there any girls in this hot topic? Step 4, if the answer to step 3 is yes, then congrats, you found a witch. But if she is with her mom, then that is not a witch, that is a teenager, and get out of there fast before they make fun of you, okay? Teenagers are mean, and contrary to what Sabrina taught us, they are not witches, they are just bitches, okay? I will now show you what you need to be a proper present-day witch in my bag that I brought, okay? So, I am not claiming to be a witch, just want you to know what you could possibly own if you wanted to convince others you might be, okay? First, you need a witch Bible that you can find in any childhood library of yours, okay? It doesn't have to be anyone else's childhood. You could go to any library that has nostalgic meaning to you, and it will be there. All right, then you need incense. And then you need to find a doll and make it spooky, okay? If you can't find a doll, make it spooky. Spooky dolls, very important. You need a crystal. Usually in a ball form. Tarot cards that you did not find or steal or buy. A skull of any kind. This is a weed pipe.
Well, you guys get the apartment thing now.
This all
You
came
did before, you do now.
And the most important, a witch's hat. Any hat will do. Only if you own all of these things in my arms and hands. Okay, next. Congratulations, you know more about witches than anyone in this universe. I'm not putting this stuff down, it comforts me.
While she puts stuff down,
I'm not putting this stuff down.
Okay. Oh, good. Does anyone have questions for the very overburdened Samara?
Yes.
Is the practice of witchcraft any different for warlocks, or is it basically the same?
It's the same, except you need a vagina.
How do you feel about the rise of witchcraft on TikTok?
Fine. I don't use TikTok that much, and it kind of makes me nervous when I do. I think all those teenagers at Hot Topic will call me a bad word.
Have you ever had a legit seance or ghostly spiritual experience in life?
Oh my God, I went to my mom's funeral. Is that enough? I spoke at it, okay? There we go.
How do you feel about Ouija boards?
I think they make great window decors.
Samara.
Yes.
Stevie Nicks as a witch icon, overrated or underrated?
Perfectly rated.
Hell yeah.
Any final questions for Samara?
I have all the answers.
Oh, Sarah, are you a witch?
No.